What's going on, guys? Last time I talked to you guys, we were still in North Dakota, and we're in Kansas now. So I guess basically the only way to explain it is, well, you know what? Give me a second. I'll explain it. We'll do the intro. We'll do some Kansas state facts. Then we'll get into why I took a small break. All right, let's do some Kansas state facts. This should be fun because everybody knows Kansas is such an exciting state. And it's weird because I used to really, look at Kansas like it was the most boring state. But after having been to the eastern part of North Dakota, I'm pretty sure that's worse. But let's get into these state facts. All right, so as far as nicknames go, Kansas goes by the Sunflower State, the Jayhawk State, the Midway State, and the Wheat State. Or, as I call it, the really flat state that most of it smells like cow poop. In 1905, two chemistry professors at the University of Kansas discovered helium. All right, beefy boys, let's talk about Kansas as it applies to civil rights and women's rights and all that jazz, right? During the settlement of Kansas, the United States government, allowed residents to vote between being a free state and a slave state. And this decision was simply too much for them. There ended up being a lot of bloody clashes between the two groups. It even caused the New York Tribune editor Horace Greeley to term the term "bleeding Kansas." But I mean, they've always been really progressive. The Brown versus Board of Education Supreme Court case that ruled segregation in public schools, that ruled against segregation in public schools, started as a class action lawsuit in Topeka, Kansas. They're also really progressive on women's rights, or they were. They allowed women to vote 8 full years before the 19th Amendment passed. The world's very first Pizza Hut was opened in Wichita, Kansas in 1958 by two brothers named Dan and Frank Carney. They were still in school at Wichita State University, so they paid for their business endeavor by borrowing $600 from their mother. All right, guys, let's talk about that bread. Kansas produces more wheat than any other state in the country. Nearly 1/5 of all the wheat grown in the United States is grown right here in Kansas. And it's said that enough is cultivated to bake 36 billion loaves of bread, which is enough to feed the world for about 2 weeks. Speaking of wheat, the graham cracker gets its name from Reverend Sylvester Graham, a Presbyterian minister and nutrition advocate from Kansas. He's credited with inventing the bland snack food because he believed that it would help curb sexual urges. Have you guys ever heard the expression, Kansas is flatter than a pancake? In 2003, geographers decided to test this theory by making a topographical profile of an IHOP pancake using a laser microscope. They compared it to the digital model of the state's elevation data and found Kansas was indeed flatter than a pancake. They also, upon further research, realized that there's 6 states that are flatter than Kansas, which include Florida, Illinois, and North Dakota. According to NOAA, Dodge City, Kansas, not Chicago, is the windiest city in America. All right, this next fact is a weather-related fact, so I'm going to go ahead and dedicate it to my buddy, Eric, over there at Red Monkey Trucking. He's quite the weather guy. If you're into weather and team trucking, maybe go check him out. The link to Red Monkey Trucking is down in the description below. But Kansas does have a lot of tornadoes. From 1950 to 2012, the state experienced an average of 61 twisters a year. However, if you look at the data from 2003 to 2012, the figure jumps up to 112 per year. That kind of fact really blows. Like I said earlier, guys, I took kind of a break. I don't think you guys are actually going to notice it because I was so ahead on videos. But I was having some audio issues, which you guys have probably heard in the videos leading up to this one. And it just kind of, I had to figure it all out. You know what I mean? So that's what happened. It wasn't a long break. It was like maybe a day and a half where I didn't videotape anything. So it wasn't bad. 137. But that's probably going to about do it for this video. We're in Oklahoma right now, so we'll probably start the next video off somewhere like that. But that's going to about do it for this video. Like I always say, check out the description down below. There's some pretty good stuff down there. But without anything else, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Appreciate y'all checking it out. If you like it, like it. If you don't, hit the dislike. Subscribe for more content like this. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.